But LeBron did a Q&A. Like I said, I think that's cool. He asked fans what they, any questions they had. Tom Brady actually asked him one, Rob, a little about who would win in ice hockey between them two or something like that. And
I thought he would say, LeBron, have you ever gotten away with winning a championship by cheating? I thought that was the question.
You got to try it, right? Here's a funny one, Rob. LeBron was asked, what retired player, who's your favorite retired player not in the Hall of Fame? And here was his answer. And this is one of the smartest players ever and a basketball historian. He is a basketball historian. But here was his answer. Penny Hardaway, G. Hill, Grant Hill, and T-Mac, Tracy McGrady. Cute, but here's the problem. Two of those guys are in the Hall of Fame.
Hello.
Grant Hill and Tracy McGrady.
Is this on? Is LeBron, is this on? It reminds me of when Shaq asked Lenny Wilkins on the Olympic on one of those teams, Chris, hey, coach, you know a lot about basketball. Did you ever play? Yeah, Shaq. Look on the poster of the top 50 players. Right. I'm on that poster. That's me, Lenny Wilkins. Hello. Absolutely. That is funny that LeBron doesn't know that T-Mac, which is surprising.
Because he's
maybe
young.
Not,
I mean, right.
And there was such a controversy about T-Mac getting in, Chris.
And it was just a few years ago.
Right, that's what I mean. It was in the news. Some people were like, oh, he don't belong. Grant Hill, I can see Grant Hill slipping in because he had such a great college career, and you don't think of him on the NBA level. And then even the first 6-7 years of his career, he was great. He was.
But you're right. I can understand not really knowing Grant Hill, to your point.
I agree.
T-Mac, you should know. But Grant Hill, you might, just assume he's not getting in because he got hurt. But we just brought that up because, Rob, and this is just a funny thing. It's not like a huge deal. But, Rob, it does speak to what you and I have been saying. And that the media, this is our job to study the game, to study the history of the game. And it's sure we make mistakes just like everybody else. But a lot of the players they know the film and they know the game now and the teams they got to play against, obviously. And they know the game, better than us as far as playing it. But when we talk about these awards, Rob, trust us, you want the media voting on them. Because we really study this stuff and have to take our time and put all that into it.
We take this very, very seriously.
It's our job.
I don't think people realize that. We're not flip about it.
Right.
And a lot of times, Chris, people who aren't that good or great players actually spend more time trying to figure out who the great players are, what their careers were like.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like a study of it. Where LeBron was just great and probably just played. Shaq wasn't following the NBA. He was just big and could play. Do you know what I mean?
I've talked to many players, Rob, as I'm sure you have, great players that were like, they didn't really watch it growing up.
Right.
They played. Like, they were out at the park all the time playing, and, of course, they knew of some of the great players. But they were out there balling. We were sitting there watching, taking notes, studying it and all that, but they were out there balling. And not all of them, of course, some really studied the game and watched it and all that. But a lot, you'd be surprised, a lot didn't. And Rob used a story about Shaq. But here was the other thing, Rob. LeBron was asked, who's his favorite player under 25? And he said, Luka, he's my favorite player. So I want to throw this out to you, Rob. I want to play off of that. Of all the great players under 25, because we're seeing a lot of them shine this postseason. You got Ja Morant, you got Jason Tatum, you got Luka, Devin Booker, Trae Young, LaMelo Ball, Zion, DeAndre Ayton, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Like all these young players, I mentioned some that probably aren't even in the discussion for you. But of all the guys 25 and under, Rob, who would you take if you could start a team?
Man, obviously everybody, Luka's on everybody's mind. Ja, obviously. Trae Young has fallen down a little bit, but he got off to a great start, in his career, Chris.
Right.
Obviously, Tatum. Zion's only 21, and the small sample size we've seen has been tremendous, but he can't stay healthy. LaMelo got off to a great start last year, Chris. This year wasn't as good.
He played well this year. He played well. They did. He didn't get the shine. Were they in the play-in?
No, I don't think they
might have just. They were in the discussion for the play-in. They might not have made it.
I don't think he got the shine that he got his first year.
Oh, he balled.
Give me that.
Rob. They did make the play-in. That's what I thought.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, he balled. He might not have got it. He didn't make an all-star team, although, there was, I wouldn't say an argument for him yet, but he played well. I'll give you his numbers, Rob.
Yeah,
20 points, 7.6 assists, 6.7 rebounds.
So what do you have his first year?
It was similar. It was like 19. Here, I'll get it for you.
Yeah, I'm just curious.
As a rookie, I'm sorry, it was 16, 15.7, 6.1 assists, 5.9 rebounds. So he improved in everything. And his three-point shot, he actually jumped up to 39%. So
it just didn't feel like it's the same. Okay, I just didn't get the same vibe. Maybe because it was rookie and people were just excited about his first year in the league. But anyway, I think it's hard for you not to look at Luka and think of him, Luka or John Morant. I think those are the two guys I would look at. Under 25, I'll take Luka.
Yeah, look, Zion, the issue there is the injuries, right? I mean, it's hard. No matter how great he's looked, at this point, you can't go there just because we have no idea what he's going to do. Jason Tatum, there's certainly an argument for him. He is, of all these guys, I'd say he's the best two-way player at this point. Devin Booker's tough, but I would take Tatum over Booker. Trae Young, Rob, we've talked about it a lot. Only two small players led their teams to dynasties, right? Steph Curry and Isaiah Thomas. It's tough on small guys. And, Rob, I think part of what we see with Chris Paul late in seasons in the playoffs is that how tough it is on small players. He was worn down against Dallas. They put Luka on him, big body, banging on him. And after a while, that'll wear you down. So there's a reason small guys don't typically lead teams to championships. Ja is phenomenal. Love him. Potential face of the league one day. But, Rob, the injuries, they're not Zion level. But, that knee, I don't know, is it a little shaky? Had a little trouble with it this year. So I would, those reasons, plus he's just, I do think he's the best player. I'm with you. It's hard not to go with Luka. Luka's the answer to a lot of our questions today. Yeah. But yeah, the boy's bad. I mean, he's all that. And Rob, obviously already, and it's early, but over time, if he keeps putting up these numbers, then the question is just going to become how much he wins. Because if he wins, and right, you got to win multiple championships. But if he does that, then he's going to be like, I am convinced he's going to be an all-time great. But it's all about how much he can win. And so he's already on that road right now. We'll see if he can complete it